And the definition of doctor is teacher. So this afternoon, I just want to boldly step out and help challenge the way you think about your health. All right, now my goal today, I've only got about 10 minutes with you this afternoon, is not to transform anyone's health 180 degrees. We need a little more time for that than just a few minutes. However, my goal is to challenge how you think about your health, because right now, although in our country we do an okay job when it comes to sick care, we really fall short when it comes to preventing disease and sickness. All right, so I want to help you just challenge the way. And if I got to just help you shift the direction your health is headed by maybe just 10 or 15 degrees, then I can help you get one step closer to overcoming a struggle you're facing, maybe some kind of symptom that you're dealing with, or just to help you just improve your life and have that quality of life that you want to have. All right. Now I got to say, first off, I think teachers have one of the most underappreciated professions there are. You guys aren't getting paid like a lawyer or a doctor, although you're producing those, right? And you know, you're spending extra hours outside the classroom on personal time, grading papers, mentoring children, and you don't get a whole lot of thanks for it. A lot of times, a lot of stress comes associated with that. And so today I want to help you better understand stress, help you better understand some of the key areas that help you understand the different types of stress in your life, so you can identify those areas that you're struggling with the most, so you can get laser focused in that area and start to just crush that area of your life and start to improve that. I have two requirements for today. Number one is that you have fun, and the second thing is that you participate. All right, because I know the more you participate and engage, the more you're going to retain, and the more likely you're going to actually change something in your life and come away from here walking away impacted. All right? So, can I get a show of hands so that I get your full participation tonight? Everyone's hands up? Good, good. The information I'm about to share with you is information that has impacted both my life as well as my family's. So, if you've had someone in your life affected by heart disease or stroke, I want you to go ahead and raise your hand, and I want you to keep it up. Okay? Now, if you've had someone in your life affected by cancer, I want you to go ahead and raise your hand and keep it up. So look around, keep those hands up, look around. So, when is enough enough? Right? How many of you would like to take a step tonight so that you and your family don't become a victim to those top two disease killers? Show of hands. Yeah, absolutely. The reason you're here tonight is because someone in your life, maybe a family member, maybe a friend, coworker, maybe one of our patients, brought you here because they're the ones that are making changes in their lives. They're the ones that are getting off their medications. They're the ones that are avoiding surgeries. They're the ones that are living a quality of life that they were told they'd never be able to live again. And so when you're making changes and things are happening in your life, what's the first thing you want to do?
Share it.
Yeah, you want to share it with the people you care about. So you're those people. So my goal for you tonight is to simply help you start to uncover some truths. They're going to help you start to achieve the same results. And if I can just teach you the principles and teach you those truths, how you have the most amazing healing power that God put inside you, and how that is working inside you to help you overcome and heal and have the quality of life that you want, not only will you be able to overcome the things you're dealing with right now, but truly live the life that God's intended you. I want to share a story with you about a family that I heard about the other day. There was this married couple. They had just gotten married. They were excited. They moved into this new home. And they, out of all the house gifts they got, oh jeez, hold this. Out of all the gifts that they got, the biggest thing that they received was this, or not the biggest, but the best thing they received in their mind was this plant. It was this ivy plant, the long drooping hanging ivies that you think of, and nice dark green lush leaves, and then they just really connected with that because it was the first thing in their marriage they actually got to take care of each other, right? And so as the years went by, they ended up moving into a newer home, and in the transition of that move, that plant didn't survive, but the owners of that previous home had left an identical plant. And so they were excited, they started watering that plant, but as much as they would water it, those leaves wouldn't get any darker. They were like this light green color, almost like a yellow tint to it. So I thought, okay, well maybe this plant needs some food. So they went to the nursery. And let's pull this up. They went to the nursery. I'm just gonna shut this up. You guys can probably hear me in the background anyways.
There we go.
You hear me okay up back there? So they went to the nursery and got some plant food, right? Got this fertilizer, they came back home and they fed that plant, I mean, they pampered this plant. They would water all the time, they would sing to it, they would pray over it, they would tell how much they loved it. But no matter what they did, still no dark green leaves. So I figured something must be wrong with this. What do we need to do to get this plant healthy? So they went to the expert, the man at the nursery, right? And they brought it to this man and he looked over it, and he examined it and he said, this plant is extremely healthy. In fact, there's nothing wrong with this plant at all. And the couple said, well then how come we can't get it to turn these dark green leaves like before? He said, well, there's a difference, slight difference between the plant you have back home and this plant. He said that they're virtually identical. It's like they grow to the same length, they have the same ivy leaves, the same growth rate. I mean, everything's identical except for one difference. One of those plants has dark green leaves, and the other one has light green leaves. Right? And so they had spent months and months being frustrated trying to turn that plant into something that it was never destined to be. And when we look at our own lives, how many of us are guilty of maybe trying to turn someone in our lives or ourselves into something that we were never destined to be? We think because we look the same as someone else, maybe on the outside, or that we came from the same family, the same bloodline, that we should be a certain way. And we try to fit ourselves into this mold, or we have this warped perception of what we should be. We think we're trying to make ourselves out to be like our brother or our sister, that coworker that we have, or that image in a magazine. When in reality, we're trying to turn ourselves into something that we were never destined to be. Our goal here today is not to help you change into something that you're not. Something that you're not destined to be. Something that give you a false sense of security. No, the goal today for you is to help you reach the best you. To help you reach your full God-given potential and not try to form you into something that you were never destined to be. So we want to lift you up, and that's our goal today. So today we're going to be going through a lot. And I just have a